and drive. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens, and I'm taking it through the real process. The temperatures are very cold today. I'm gonna go ahead and start the vehicle. There's a sheet of ice that is on the car. I want to show you this. I'm not playing. So we're gonna take a moment and let this car warm up. We do have to get gas. It says ice possible, drive with care. When you're learning to drive, you got to read the warning signs. If there's frost and ice on your car, there's frost and ice on the road. There's black ice. Black ice can form anywhere, but particularly in areas where there are bridges, around curves, anything that is elevated, you're going to have ice. And it's really important that you prep. You let your car warm up a couple of minutes. We identify areas that are dangerous. We could back into someone when I'm backing out. You have to look over your shoulder. If I rely on him, what's up, E? Had a great session. Learned so much about cars, right? Learned so much. And that's really important that you learn. And I learned a lot too, to put more of you first, right? And we're gonna go ahead and back out. E, I'm not late at all, but there's a lot of ice out here, right? There's a lot of ice out here. So I'm trying to back out slow and not trying to hit. You see me looking and not trying to hit anything or anybody, because reversing out of a driveway or a business is very dangerous. Parking lots are dangerous. I made a video at Myers about that, driving around the area, because these shoppers, or shoplifting, I'm sorry, they're shopping, they're not paying attention. And I talked about looking at eyes. I'm going to show you this to show you we have fog. You see this? Well, it's real, okay? And what you see here is potentially, whoa, it's a little slick. But we're gonna have to go to the gas station. I made it till Thursday. That's pretty good, right? Yes, it is dark, yes, and you can't see people. Some people don't have headlights on. You have pedestrians walking, so the potential for an accident is much, it's really bad out here. And I want you to see fog, okay? Black ice, rain, all of these conditions are crazy. So I'm gonna pause a second. And then I'm moving up. I'm gonna go in the nearest lane. There's an F-150 coming by. I'm gonna let them go by. It almost looks like a scary movie. You see this? No one is out right now. This is like you're about to be snatched, right? I'm being real with you. You gotta be able to, no pun intended, shine through all of this. And these are real conditions that no instructor really talks about, driving in these conditions. But I'm the type of instructor in 2026 to get you out here so you can learn. One of my students yesterday thanked me. She said, I was really nervous, I have anxiety, but I like the way you teach. Aww, that was so nice. And that really touched me. But you can look, okay, bright lights you really can't see, low beams, okay? The weather has been really crazy and very cold in the morning. So this is why you don't see a lot of traffic, but within about 10 or 15 minutes, you know it's gonna be terrible out here. So I have to be sensible and go get gas, because I don't wanna be stupid, get on the expressway. It looks dark. Do we even have power? Look at this, okay? Gas where I am, it's went up, it's $2.99. It was cheaper. You know, the thing in Venezuela, that's crazy. You know, the ICE agent, I'm just being real with you. We gotta be real. You gotta be careful. Okay, so the gas doors on my side, let's see. Okay, good, this pump is working, right? And you gotta know how to pump gas. You gotta know what side it's on. I take my students and show them how to pump gas, right? I have a key fob, so I'm gonna shut the car off. Never leave your car running. I'm actually gonna walk in. I'm not gonna cut it off. E, I think I see that Mazda next to us. No crap. I think I see that Mazda next to us. I think. So hold on one second. the flu is going around. It is serious out here. So you got to be safe. This is why you got to learn how to drive instead of being out here in the cold. I'm telling you the truth. And it's still very eerie right now. It's a lot of fog. So there's a lot of frost on the car. There's going to be frost on the road. I'm not trying to hit a patch of ice and crash. So I'm showing you real life. Luckily, I'm leaving about 25 minutes early. Yesterday, I was leaving late. So you got to get your rest. And having a car is helpful, but also it's the responsibility, right? You got to put gas in, the tires, maintenance. And if you take care of your car will take care of you. It's really important that you learn to take care of you, take care of your car. You've got to put fuel in. In this case, I'm low budget. I'm only putting in $10. We keeping it real, right? Because a lot of you are under 30. You're like, yeah, I got my debit card coming out, right? I'm putting $10 in, baby. Okay, I'm putting $10. I have 3.4 gallons. We keeping it real. We pimping on a budget. I put $10 in. I got 3.461 gallons. And we keeping it real with you. And I'm going to tell you how much I have. It's still icy out here. So I got 3.4 gallons. I'm not kidding you. I'm getting right back in. I'm going to tell you how much gas I have. I got 3.4 gallons, $10. I'm going to tell you instantly how much. Possible ice. Okay, I'm at almost a half. I'm going to tell you my fuel range. My fuel range is 142 miles. I'm good. That's good. Okay? My check don't come in the Sunday. I'm keeping it real with you. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? 3.4 gallons, 142 miles. That's good for 2 days. Maybe 2.5 if you don't drive fast. So we're okay on time. I'm letting the car warm up a little bit. It's 31 degrees. There's black ice on the road. And it's frost. So I told you yesterday the temperature would drop. And if you listen to a police scanner in your area, they'll tell you about crashes, robberies, accidents. And that is very helpful for avoiding being stuck. In fact, there was a car that crashed yesterday on the I-94 corridor. My fuel mileage went up. I'm at 140. So a Tesla, I hit a wall on 94. So there was a lot of traffic. So I'm paused for a second. It's 7:01. I'm breathing. And then we're going to go ahead and get out here. It's still really cold and the windows are still a little foggy, but I'm just letting the car warm up. You see how I'm looking? You got to drive with your eyes. I'm going around to the left. You see me. I'm looking. Now let me flip this camera here. Okay. It's still dark. Okay. I'm going to roll down the window so I can see left to right. It's dark, man. And these cars don't see me. I had a young lady have a panic attack here. It took her about 5 minutes to make a left turn. I just supported her. Okay, here's my gap. Man, it's cold. And you can see, if you don't have good headlights illuminate. If you have an older car, you're not going to have these really bright headlights. But this is a different vibe, let me tell you. It might be peaceful, I can't talk. It might be peaceful on the expressway, or it might be terrible. We don't know. We have trucks coming from Canada. We have trucks coming from New York, Indiana, okay, Minnesota. So this is to protect the left turn. I'm going really slow around this cloverleaf because you're foolish if you go fast. This is ice on here, fam. You see this? You see how shiny and slick this is? Do you want to crash? And if you see this, you see how everyone's going baby slow? Bruh, come on. By the way, E, my son comes back from Lake Placid, New York Sunday. Still practicing for the U.S. bobsled team, still training. He posted a couple videos. I'll have to link it in. So he's still by you. You say he's 4 hours north. Look, we're out merging, right? And I like to take a moment to see what road surface I'm driving on. I'm not going to hit it real fast yet. I want to see how traffic is. I can tell you this, people are going slow. People are going slow till they get overconfident and crash. C-R-A-S-H. So we are trying to be smooth. I feel safe in the first lane. It's not a lot of traffic. You saw how that white Jeep appeared out of nowhere? I told you what day was this? I told you it's Thursday. I told you, when was it? It was Tuesday. I had an adult merging out. There was a garbage truck merging out, a semi truck in the middle lane. I thought my screwdriver was gonna hit that gas to pick up. Nope. He got scared. He lifted his foot. He almost hit the garbage truck. The semi almost hit us. I had to grab the wheel and turn it. Okay. I try to turn the wheel. I don't want to say grab the wheel. One person left a comment, you should always grab the wheel. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Now, that T-Rex to the left, that's how my budget and your budget, but that's a beast truck. I've seen a lot of those. You know, when you want a vehicle, you always tend to see 4 or 5 of them. That thing cost $100,000. That's out of my budget. We were looking at a Nissan R35 too. One of the viewers wanted us to look. I'm gonna get over one lane to the left. You see how smooth I'm trying to be? Because I'm assuming there's ice. And I wanna stay away from this semi truck. But we looked at some really nice vehicles yesterday. Because I'm a bigger guy, I would like the larger model. But, that T-Rex, I heard that Hemi pick up. Yep, that T-Rex is up there gone. But you know, the T-Rex died, they're extinct. So those Hemis get stolen quite frequently. I'm trying to stay smooth. This Jeep, I'm not liking it. But you can see where there's fog. This seems to be a little bit more relaxed. Meaning traffic is moving smoothly. I'm in the left lane. Why? The yellow line. I'm practicing lane line reference. And I'm trying to stay centered by looking at the white Jeep, the broken white line, and then the solid yellow. If I can do this yesterday, you know, I kind of drifted a little bit like they on the phone. So the fog is lifting a little bit. We're kind of, you can see the fog. It's definitely like a movie. I couldn't plan for a better training video, a better masterclass. I'm going to get over one lane to the right, R-I-G-H-T. Oh yeah, I just want to keep moving. They shouldn't be getting over. Come on, bro. Let's keep moving. Yes. Ooh, I smell a skunk. And they have one headlight on too? No. All right, I'm lifting my foot a little bit, adjusting. I'm at 134 miles. You know your area. We're not driving 134 miles in one day. If you do, you're in the wrong job. Oh, thank God, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get over. And then when I pass him or her, I'm gonna get over. That truck costs about $85,000 out of my budget. I'm about 50K. And that's a nice truck, a nice car. I don't need a Charger anymore. I'm not trying to have like I need a nice truck, pickup truck, all-wheel drive perhaps, tow my car and I'm good. That'll happen maybe next summer. We're trying to save money. Okay, I'm getting back over and I'm looking for space. I'm looking for blinkers. I'm trying to save money and I'm on a budget. I've been put on a tight budget, and it really helped. One of my New Year's resolutions is to make more content, teach you guys about saving money, budgets. Like we saw some nice cars yesterday, 25, 27, 30K. And then some are like $10,000 more. You're like, why? Why is this car $10,000 more? Because it has 20,000 miles less. It has 10,000 miles less. You have to ask yourself this question: is it really worth it to have a car that's 10,000 miles less? But basically, same interior, same features. You know, it took about an hour or so to kind of look around on Facebook Marketplace. within your area. I put in a 500-mile radius, but you tell me that's too far away. I get it. If you live in a metro area, you're probably going to get a better deal. But I think paying $42,000 for a new car in less than a year is going to drop down to maybe low 30s. I don't think it's worth it. The average American drives about 15,000 miles a year. There's that T-Rex again. That's why you buy a vehicle like that. You want to roll big Hemi, big rims, big insurance, big tickets. Come on. Okay, that's the only reason you buy a vehicle like that, a beast. But I think we've learned you can buy used and still get what you want if you are willing to have, 20,000, 27. Oh, here's a slowdown. Something's going on. I learned a lot too. It was nice just to look through and kind of find a price point that we're all comfortable buying. I didn't have someone like this to help me pick a car. I just found a piece of junk car, prayed that it stayed together. It broke down all the time, and I was scared to drive. But it broke down some, I fixed it. It broke down again, I fixed it. I lost jobs, I got jobs. I'm just being real with you. So you got to have that reliable car. I'm never going to lie to you and say, oh, this is going to be beautiful. A new car will break down too. And we also learned about rebuild titles. The car was in a severe accident. Some people are willing to gamble like that, but you're not going to get financing through your bank or credit union. They won't do it. Because I had a chance to buy a Mustang 5-speed supercharger drag radios. The bank said no. So I didn't mess with it. In Abraham, it was light blue, really, really nice. So we're rolling good. We're about 70. You can see traffic volumes picking up as we get toward the metro area, leaving from the suburbs into the metro. See? I'm a car dude. I can still hear that T-Rex. That thing drinks gas, right? This is a little mom car that I'm in, or family car, basic. And that's fine. No one's trying to show out and be broke, okay? So what I've learned, you fix, if you need a tire or two, if you got to buy a used tire for $20 to $30, you get it until you get paid. We show you how to put gas in the car, change your tire, jump a battery. I recommend definitely have a towing service. Your car can break down. It's real traffic now. Yes, we're all kind of settled in. Everyone's driving like little robots. We all got our following distance, 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm about 3.5 seconds away. Okay. That vehicle ahead of us is a Wagoneer. That's $100,000. It's a big family vehicle or an executive vehicle. Not for me. It's okay. I don't really like the style of it, but it's what you like. Right? There's a Ford Bronco to our right. It's too small for me. I can't fit in it. I should be driving in a Wagoneer, but I don't have that money. So you got to find a vehicle that's maybe off-brand. Okay, most people lease vehicles. They don't have $10,000 to put. Some do. But you drive it for a year, you've lost $25,000 in value. So we're moving pretty good now. That's why you should clean your taillights. Your taillights are dirty, headlights are dirty. I've learned that too. When you go to a gas station, clean your headlights and taillights so you can see and be seen. You see all these trucks from Canada and New York and Ohio and Indiana and Florida. We're trying to keep moving. You can feel the energy picking up. I know I can. I'm trying to stay consistent. No one's in a hurry. No one's driving 80 or 100. We're just trying to keep moving. Probably like this in Brooklyn. We've seen some training videos of driver's education in Brooklyn, New York. There's a couple of public service programs that talk about pedestrian safety, since there are a lot of pedestrians in that New York, Brooklyn, Manhattan area. So pedestrians, it's like downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas. My daughter was driving. We went to Texas to see my son play. She wanted to drive to Houston, downtown Houston, Texas. A pedestrian came out of nowhere. We almost ran him over. My heart dropped. I'm like, Emily, didn't you see him? No, I didn't. I'm like, girl, you almost killed someone. I'm sorry. Pedestrians will walk behind you, in front of you. So this is why we have to be careful. Pedestrian safety is important. And we're going to talk about that tonight. So we're moving along nicely. I'm trying to keep moving. I'm not trying to push this Wagoneer. There's no need to. The car behind me is not pushing me either. So no one's pushing me. We're just going to be like little robots, little AI robots, and just be locked in. But sometimes I feel claustrophobic. So I'm okay. We're trying to make this gas last. If I hit the gas pedal, this car's going to drink a little bit. If I had that T-Rex, $10 in gas is like 80 miles. Come on. So you don't buy a vehicle like that unless you're trying to put $100 in every 2 days. And the insurance is ridiculous. At E, we did not talk about insurance. We did not talk about maintenance. So we'll perhaps talk about that tonight. I just want to educate you guys. Okay, we all got to be in a budget. State Farm is a little too expensive. I'm just sharing mine. We have Geico, right? Then one with the little lizard. We all know Jake from State Farm. He's their brand guy. But State Farm has high rates. Sorry, State Farm. I'm only telling the truth. Okay, so it depends on where you live, your driving record, credit rating. Do you live in an area where there's high crime, low crime? And there are other factors too. Nationality, race. They're not going to tell you that though. But I've talked to agents before. E, that's that Mazda. The one to the right. Yeah. That boy look good. And all the manufacturers have similar designs. We're moving along nicely. This Wagoneer's tailgating. You're tailgating. I already know what you said. I'm stuck. I gotta get over it. Now, sometimes you're gonna be stuck like I'm stuck. I should have got over half a mile ago, so now I gotta be aggressive. I still have time. I think I'm gonna pass my exit, bro. Oh, I'm looking for a gap. A gap is a space, so I'm gonna have to get over. Turn on my blinker. I'm hesitating. I'm gonna get between these two vehicles. This is a nope, I can't. They took my spot. We trying to have an accident. Hey, you see me. I see a Ford F-150 in my grill. I'm not trying to have a crash. And this is real. And this is what big, you hesitate. An experienced driver, okay, let me get off the gas. Let me use my blinker. Let me take my time. Okay, now I can slide over. Whew, that was a little stressful. But we did the maneuver. And sometimes you're gonna have to do maneuvers like this. And you're gonna have to look over your shoulder and check your blind spot and settle down. Less than 24 hours ago, there was a crash on I-94. Tesla had hit the wall and it was really bad traffic. So people are driving fast at times and then they're driving slow at times. Okay, if all four cars come together at the same time, the car on the right, R-I-G-H-T, has the right of way. The first car to get there is the first car to go. The car on the left needs to yield to the car on the right. That's a great question. This is where a lot of people fail their road tests because they hesitate. Remember, your road tester is going to be sitting in the passenger seat. They're going to be an invisible agent. They're going to tell you, go here, make a right turn. Can you make a left turn? Can you merge on the expressway? They're not going to tell you speed up, slow down, use your blinker, check your... They're just going to evaluate you. I had that evaluation form. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. This is the crossover. It's slick. You're gonna see the shiny spots. Okay, let me clean this window. Okay, this is why I'm going slow. I don't want to slide and get hit that building. I'm gonna stop, S-T-O-P. Now I'm waiting for a gap. I'm checking traffic. I'm waiting for cars. Here's my gap. Okay, made it. Now that's a flock safety camera behind us. They're recording the license plate number, make and model. The government's not going to tell us everything. The police agencies are not going to tell us everything. They're in all major cities across the country. Okay, so something's going on over here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, and then here's a stop sign. If you below the stop sign, automatic failure. What don't you understand? I'm looking for this car to stop. They didn't stop. I'm gonna have a stop. S-T-O-P. Okay, a stop is a stop. Common practice. But if you get lazy and don't stop, your mom doesn't stop. Your dad doesn't stop. You're gonna think it's normal. It's not normal to blow stop signs. You will get a ticket. Sooner or later, police are gonna be there. And what if it was the ICE agent? We had to have this. Well, sir, you didn't stop. By the way, do you have a license? Are you legal to be here? I'm just having this true conversation. You see, look, I'm gonna show you in the parking lot. I'm gonna show you. You see these spots here? This is frost, man. That's frost. Okay, you think you won't slide? This is frost, gang. I'm not making this up, man. So you always have to have your identification on you. You can't drive without your driver's license. Driver's license is a form of identification. So this is why some people coming to the United States try to get that license real quick, okay, to prove you are actually an American citizen, okay? My son is in Lake Placid, New York. He can't get on an airplane unless he has identification. He's got a state ID, he's got his driver's license, he has other forms of identification, okay? They're not gonna let you on the plane, and you have to have an enhanced license. I had mine 4 years ago. I have that enhanced license to drive to Canada, right? Take him up to Buffalo, New York, to come back. So you got to be prepared for these types of situations when you're out here. And every time you drive, it's different. The flow is different. The air temperature is different. People's demeanors are different. I try to stay really chilled and relaxed. You can tell when I'm a little stressed. You can tell when I'm hyped. If you've listened to this enough, you're going to tell my voice. And if you come on enough, I can tell from what you say what's on your mind, because it's about a community. It's not about me. And yesterday was really fulfilling, talking about cars, the GTR, the Audi, the Mazda 6, the Honda. And I think if we could continue to do lives like that, where you tell me what you need to know. I'm at 123 miles fuel range, about 24 miles, okay? So you have to set a goal, set a plan, and execute that plan. In 26, I'm trying to set more goals to build a community. You are my community. And if I can inspire you to save money, get a car, get your driver's license, learn, you're going to be a better person in the long run. A car doesn't make you a better person. Clothes don't make you a better person. It's what you do in your heart. So whatever you do in your heart, helping other people, it comes in so many ways. So I'm just trying to manifest positivity. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. And if I can get a chance to go live today or early morning, maybe 11:30 or so, 11:35, we're going to talk about car insurance and maintenance. I think that's very important because the vehicle I'm in is a 2025 Equinox. It's a lease. It's got 23,000 miles. So if we use this as a vehicle, this vehicle probably goes for 52, 55. It's got 23,000. You'll probably get this for 35, 36. It's got 23. It's almost got 24,000 miles. It's at 23,998. I'm not making this up. This vehicle's at 23,998. It's a reliable vehicle. It's not a performance vehicle. It starts every day. It's got satellite radio, driver side, passenger side airbags, ABS, lane keep assist. This is your basic model. A 5 to 7 inch touchscreen. It's not like the models you were looking at. It's reliable. If they have recalls, the manufacturer will send you out an email. You take it to the dealership. They'll reflash it. They'll fix it, because sometimes when cars are put together in manufacturing line, defects happen. And you got to really be aware of this. But you're going to look at a brand that your mom has, your dad has, your uncle has. And I learned that from you yesterday, E. I learned that from a lot of you. I kind of overlooked the Mazdas. Not that I think they're something that I would want. I just have not been exposed to them. But I learned a lot, for that $21,000 to $35,000 range. That's a good value. And I could get something that's fully loaded, leather, heated. This car does not have heated seats front and back, cool seats front and back, infotainment, push button navigation, push button rear hatch. Those are features of a $60,000 or $70,000 car. And that's just opening my eyes. And then, we need to check crash test safeties. We need to check reliability. But a lot of you will drive high mileage, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 and up, as long as it fits in your budget. So you don't want to go over budget, because you want to have money for your apartment, money to go shopping, money for eating, money for gas, because you don't want to be car broke, or you don't want to be house broke. I learned it from my father-in-law. Pay your house note first. Pay your rent first. Then make your car note. Okay, so I'm just trying to teach you some forms of responsibility. I want to say thank you. It's been great today. I will talk to you guys later. Subscribe.